Futures all made up in your head.
What's fucking on, dog? This our time, you feel me?
This is gonna go home. You gotta give it everything now.
Leaping grab Davante Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Let's go.
I really do cherish these opportunities, and we're gonna make the most of everything that's in our control.
Rams, Packers at legendary Lambeau tomorrow kicks off the NFL playoff weekend. And when the Packers host that game, they'll be taking on one of the best defenses in the league. The Rams allowed just 5.2 yards per drop back this season, the lowest mark in the league. So it really is strength on strength. And let's talk about it. RC, I know you put together some tape for us here on this Rams defense. What are we looking at?
Well, we all know I love the Rams, and I love Aaron Donald. I also love Jalen Ramsey. But this is about the stars and the other guys. And you'll watch throughout the season, they all made big plays. Here you're going to see Aaron Donald get a double team that gives Leonard Floyd an opportunity to push the pocket from the outside. Justin Hollins bangs David Montgomery. Gets his eyes inside. Leonard Floyd forces Nick Foles out of the pocket. That's an easy play for Justin Hollins. Here is one of my favorite plays of the season. Do you know why DK Metcalf's in the slot? Because he's running from Jalen Ramsey. But watch John Johnson here. He's keying in, back inside. You throw the pass to DK. I know you hit the weight, DK, but take these pads, eat this leather. And here is one of Aaron Donald's greatest plays or best plays from last week. He's going to get the double team because of the look of pressure. Justin Hollins falls back. He gets an opportunity to play the back, but the tackle doesn't get on the inside. You can't block Aaron Donald with one man. You know that, but he can bring you down with one hand. The Rams understand they have superstars, but it's been the play of the rest of the defense that's allowed them to ascend to one of the top defenses in the NFL, and they'll need all these people if they plan to stop Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Davante Adams.
That's really good. So it's the number one defense against the number one offense. Rob Ninkovich, when that happens, what do you expect?
Aaron Rodgers is too good, man. He is too good. When you watch Aaron Rodgers, the way that he can play this game, and look, I grew up in Chicago, right? I watched MJ my whole life. MJ perfected the fadeaway. Aaron Rodgers has perfected the fall-away, fade-away pass. And not only can he fade away from pressure, falling backwards, he can throw dimes from that fadeaway. So just like MJ perfected the fadeaway, Aaron Rodgers has perfected the fadeaway. And when he does that, I don't care how much pressure you put on him. He's going to get the ball out of his hands. He's going to move the ball down the field. And he's having a career season for a reason. He's motivated. He's ready to go. He's in the playoffs again. So I don't care how good the Rams are. I think Aaron Rodgers is just that good.
A very interesting thought. And that obviously is the matchup that's worth the price of admission. But Kimberly, the Rams also have to play offense. And what is the situation right now with their quarterbacks?
Yeah, that might be the problem. So it'll be Jared Goff and his injured thumb or surgically repaired thumb against the Green Bay Packers, which on paper doesn't sound really good, right? But Jared Goff expressed optimism that he's trending in the right place. The fact that they're even in this spot is because backup turned starter John Wolford, he injured his neck last week against the Seahawks, so he's not available. So now we're back to Goff and the thumb. But again, the Rams express confidence. Sean McVay has said it looks like Jared Goff is trending in the right direction. However, that thumb, Jared Goff in Lambeau, I don't know. That could be a problem for the Rams.
Well, that's what we're watching. And Ninkovich, you were telling me this morning that the finger in the cold is a very bad injury to have.
Yeah, especially when you have a pin in it. So imagine you have a pin in your thumb and it's 20 degrees. I mean, they're practicing in LA. It's like 80 and sunny. You go to Lambeau, there's going to be a pressure difference. I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know. But I just know that when you step off that plane and you go from 80 to 20, 30, I don't care if it's freezing, you're going to feel it. So anything to do with the digits, I don't know if you've ever jammed a finger, Greenie, it hurts. So imagine having a broken thumb that they put a pin in it, and now you're trying to throw a football down the field.
Of course he's never jammed a finger, Nico.
Oh, wow. Don't pick on Greenie. He's having a good day.
Finger.
Jets have a new head coach. Leave Greenie alone today. Let him.
You know what?
Let him do his
he
thing
might have had a paper cut, but not a jammed finger.
If I had a jammed finger, I wouldn't be able to do this show, and it is very nice and warm here in the studio. It is. I'm being told it's going to be 30 degrees, 50% chance of snow tomorrow at Lambeau Field. So we will see how, if at all, that impacts Jared Goff. Right, much more on that game as we go. But meanwhile, happy anniversary, Bart Scott. 10 years ago tomorrow. One of the most famous games, or at least one of the most famous post-game interviews of all time. The New York Jets went into Foxborough and beat the Patriots in a playoff game to advance to the AFC Championship. It is, by the way, the last playoff game the New York Jets have won. But after the game, Sal Paolantonio approached Bart Scott, and history was made.
So how did that just feel?
Felt great. Poetic justice. For all you non-believers, disrespect us, talk crap about the defense like we ain't the third best defense in the league. All we hear is about their defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. 25th in the league, and we the one to get disrespected.
Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
10 years ago tomorrow. Why is Bart the only one not laughing?